Hey, it's Corrine, and today I'm working on a couple of pages in the My Crush book. If you're interested in a My Crush book, I put the information in the description box below of where I got mine from. I am doing a couple Valentine's pages, so I printed out some papers from Marion Smith's designs from her garment district, and I added some wording at the bottom of both of the pages. I also distressed them with some black soot distress ink. And here I printed out on, I get asked a lot, I use a Canon Pixma 512 printer. I got it from Amazon. I printed out 15 pictures and I have a spot for 18 to fill in the photo strips that I'm using. So I just printed out a couple little designs on there. And now I'm cutting these apart. These are printed at 1.5 by 1.5, and I'm leaving a little bit of a white border so it fits behind the film strips that I'm using. Now these film strips I cut from the Cameo. I printed those as well using, I'm showing you here, colors inside the roses. The Silhouette Studio has an eyedropper tool, so you can choose basically any color that you want. And I chose a color from inside the roses, so it matched the papers perfectly. So now I'm just going to add my photos behind those. And I'm using a nonstick craft mat that I got from Walmart in their kitchen department. It's a huge nonstick mat. It washes off easily and it goes for about $10. And it's huge. I had to cut it down in order to make it work a little bit better on my workstation. So I'm going to use my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive and just add all my photos behind it. I edited most of this out because this did take me a little while to glue all the photos on there. These two pages came together rather quickly. They did take me a little bit longer to print everything out, but probably total both pages took me about 45 to 50 minutes with cutting everything out and printing everything out and putting it all together. So it wasn't too bad. I just added some double-sided tape to the back of my film strips. I use Miracle Tape by Viva Las Vegas Stamps. And here's a photo wheel with hearts that I also printed from the same paper collection so it matched well. And I cut that out with the Cameo as well. These here are little strings with bows on the end of them and hearts. So they're hanging hearts that I will be adding to the top of one of the pages. If you don't have a Cameo, you could mimic this by just using a Sharpie marker or a pen or your Smash pen and draw a straight line with a little bow and use a little heart punch or cut out little hearts. Pretty much everything I'm distressing with the black soot so it stands out a little bit better. And here I cut the photo wheel in half so I could use half on one of the pages and the other half on the second page. Now these are tweezer bee tweezers that I got from Michael's several years back, but I have seen the exact same tweezers. They just were not named tweezer bee at the dollar store that work the exact same. They just help with really small pieces. So I'm removing the back taping or the backing from the tape rather, so I could add those to my pages. Here's a little tag that says love, and I added some crochet twine. I made a little bow and added that to the top of the tag. This little round die cut that you see there, I have two of them I cut out from the Cameo, and I used some of the page pebbles, the circle epoxy stickers, and it happened to fit perfectly on top of this die cut. It's by Making Memories, and they're called page pebbles. Again, I got these from Michael's probably 10 years ago, and that just happened to fit perfectly. So it makes it into like an epoxy sticker. They also sell them, or used to sell them in squares. I'm not sure if they sell them anymore. Here I'm using some Heidi Swapp embellishments, the hearts. And these are her resist hearts, so you can ink them or color them. I'm going to ink it with some color shine in Primrose, so it'll give it a light pink finish. Once you wipe it off with the paper towel, the resist stands out a little bit better. This here is some glitter tape in silver, and it's by Forever in Time. I got this from Blitzy. I do know that American Craft sells glitter tape, and I believe Close to My Heart also sells glitter tape in all different colors as well. So here I just cut a little bit of a banner shape, left it a little bit longer so I could wrap it around the page. And now I will add the heart to the top of that after removing the sticker from the back. I also add a little bit of the glitter tape at the top left of the other page, again cutting it in a banner shape. I love this glitter tape. It's very sticky. Here's a little tab that says Always Together. So I inked the edges of that, and I'm going to add that behind the photos as well. And here's my journaling card. I also printed this out using my Cameo. I got it from the Silhouette online store. Ink the edges of that as well. And I'm also going to add a few of these little banners. I'm not sure exactly what they say. I can't remember, but I know that they're love themed. So I'm going to add those to the film strips. So now I will add the tape to the back of my pages. On the other page, I add the tape um, all around the three edges, and then one piece will go directly under my journaling card. That way it'll stop it from sliding all the way to the bottom. But I decided to add a little bow to the top of my journaling card. So I'm going to use some Hug Snug and my Big Bite. And I get my centering ruler out in order to find the middle. And I go ahead and add an eyelet to it. And then make a little bow out of the Hug Snug seam binding. The Hug Snug I got from Amazon. It was about $10 and it's 100 yards. So I've used that so much and I still have a ton left. I love it because you can stain it, you can color it. So I went ahead with and got the winter white color, and you can color it any color that you want. You can paint it, ink it, dip it in color shine, anything like that. So now I'm just going to add my pages into my book. I really wanted to use this garment district paper just because it has such a romantic feel to it. So that's why I chose this, and I thought the purple, the little bit of purple that still shows was a great fit for it. So now my journaling card fits right behind that. What I decided to do is add a few enamel dots. So I chose the Teresa Collins Summer Stories, and I used a couple pink and a couple yellow ones. I added three to the right page and three to the left page also. I wanted to incorporate the gift card that my husband gave me. I've already used the gift card, so I just added some tape to the back of it and added it to the back of my journaling card. I added a little bit more journaling, and that slips in the pocket still, no problem. And lastly, I wanted to save the card that my husband had given me. Here I'm writing the date on it, but I end up covering that up later here. I was looking for where to add it, if I wanted to add it in the back of the book or just on a page. And what I decided, instead of using a whole page just for the card, I came across a smaller card that I had added into the binding myself. I put a quote on the front of it, and I used my cinch to punch holes in it, and then I cut the holes, and that way it fits right into my binding. So I decided to go ahead and add the card to the back of this and put it right back into the binding. That way I'm not using an entire page just for the card, and this way I can still open the card and read it. So I used quite a bit of tape. I wanted to make sure that that stayed down. And here, being that I covered the date up, I had to go ahead and add the date back in. So I do have detailed photos coming up. If you have any questions, then please leave me a comment below. Thanks so much for watching.